If you're thinking of making a move to the Loxahatchee area, specifically Arden, today I'm going to go over all of the different places that you would go to if you actually lived here, as far as shopping and groceries, schools, that sort of stuff. I not only have lived here for over 6 years, but I've helped plenty of people move down here from different areas like New York, New Jersey, Mississippi. And one of the most common questions that I get is like, how far is Trader Joe's? Where's the mall? That sort of stuff. So today I'm going to give you guys a bird's eye view of where all of that is. So let's dive into it. Okay, so right now we're taking a look at the Loxahatchee area and specifically Arden. So if I go over a little bit this way on this side of Arden over here, this is a FP&L plant. There is talks about a data center being built here, but there hasn't been anything set in stone. And all the way out west is lots of crops and cornfields. Across the street from Arden, this is the Everglades. So you won't see anything being built over in this area. And this little rectangle here, that is Arden. You see here, we've got two lakes. They're both recreational lakes that you can fish, kayak on. There's a nice little trail around this main lake here that you can run on. But we'll talk about the amenities a different day. Today, I'm going to go over specifically where you would go on a day-to-day basis while you're living here. So this main road here is Southern Boulevard. And Southern is basically going to be the main road that you take. We have one entrance and exit out. And most of the stuff that you're going to find is going to be Southern all the way down to 441. So we go a little bit this way, and that would be this main street right here. This is 441. And on 441 is more of the Wellington area. This area over here, you're going to see that you have a Whole Foods shopping center where you could do groceries. There's also a Trader Joe's out there. It's about 15 to 20 minutes. And then you also have the mall. In my personal opinion, it's not the best mall. I prefer to go shopping in Palm Beach Gardens, which is about 35 minutes from Arden itself. But this main area here, you're going to find lots of stuff that you need. Everything from Home Depot, there's Chick-fil-A, all of that sort of stuff. Then if you go a little bit back up towards this way, towards Southern, there is a gym over here on the corner of Southern and 441. There's a gym called Pit Fitness of Wellington, and it's kind of like a mixed class of different fitness, strength training, that sort of stuff. And there's actually a gym, I believe it's a Planet Fitness itself in that shopping plaza as well. If you keep going a little bit more north, there is a movie theater. And right over here where you see Okeechobee Road, there is a Target in this area as well. And that's about 20 minutes away from Arden. So that's pretty much where, oh, and then Costco. I know a lot of people wonder where Costco is. Costco is about 15, 20 minutes away as well, right here as well on that main street, Southern Boulevard. You would just take Southern all the way down right before 441, that main road. I believe it's like right around here somewhere, and you have your local Costco. Let's say you wanted to go to the beach. Now, a lot of people, if you go to the beach every weekend, it is going to be a little bit of a commute. It's about 45 minutes, not too bad. And the beach that I like to go to is either Juno Beach. You could go straight across here. Palm Beach is around this area too. And that Palm Beach area has lots of different shopping and restaurants. You can go downtown City Place. They have lots of different restaurants. There's a Lululemon down there. If you're looking for a different mall, a little bit more north, it's also 35 to 45 minutes. There is Palm Beach Gardens Mall. You would just go a little bit far north. This just keeps coming up over here. And that would be in the Palm Beach area, a little bit north that way. As far as schools go, I'm going to bring you guys back over to the Arden area. So we're back over here. This is Arden. And as far as schools go, you're going to have a brand new school right within Arden. It's an elementary school. It's called Saddleview Elementary. One cool, really Cool part about this school is that everyone in the neighborhood that has a kid in elementary school, or let's say everyone in that elementary school, lives in the neighborhood. So, as far as middle school and high school, we're zoned for Wellington Landings and also Wellington High. So, the commute for that, there are buses that in the neighborhood that will take your children there. And that would be right around here. Let's see, right around here. This is where Binks Forest Elementary is. And it's also where Wellington Landings is. It's about 15 minutes. And if you keep going a little bit further this way, Wellington High is right here, which is also about everything's around 15, 20 minutes. So there's also a bus that will take the kids there. Both of the schools are top A-rated schools, some of the best in Palm Beach County. I can tell you as a former teacher that that's one of the reasons why we moved to the area was because of the great schools that we're zoned for. So that's pretty much it. Those are the different places that we shop to. I know that you probably saw on this map that we also have a Lion Country Safari right up here. So this is Arden again. Right up here, we have Lion Country Safari. It is a drive-through zoo. It's a fun place to take the kids to. They have a walk-around area with a splash pad, but it was recently bought out, and there have been talks about possibly putting a high-end hotel, kind of like Animal Kingdom, within that zoo park, which I think would be really fun. I'm hoping for like a spa and restaurant. I think some of the moms would appreciate that. But it is a great place to take the kids during the summer, drive around, cool off in the car, cool off at the splash pad. This place right here is called PK Entertainment and Race Park. They have paintball and a really small putt-putt area and also go-karts. But I believe you need to be 16 to ride those go-karts. They're not really something that little ones can go on. As far as parks go, we do have our own parks within our community, which is really nice. You don't really have to commute anywhere, but not too far away, right down here in the Wellington area, we do have some really nice parks, an amphitheater area where they do local concerts, food truck series, and that sort of stuff. So that would be a fun thing to take the kids to, let them run around, grab something to eat. We also have Wellington Rec Center, which is it's right around here. Let me zoom in just a little bit. And this is where your kids will be going right here, Village Park, another 20, 25-minute drive. This is where your kids will be going to play if they're doing recreational sports like soccer, little league football, basketball. They do some gymnastics, martial arts programs, wrestling, that sort of stuff. And they just built a big superplex place within the park that also has swimming and that sort of stuff that the kids can join as well. Now, I'm sure you're seeing the National Polo Center. We are known for the equestrian community here. I'm not going to dive too much into that, but during season, it's a lot of fun. You can go watch the different polo matches, go for brunch, and even watch the jumping on Fridays. And that's just during season. About that season runs between January through March. In that area as well, which was talking about the mall, which is right over here. There's some good restaurants down there. Like one of my favorite restaurants is Kalou's, and there's talks about El Camino also being opening soon in that area. So that concludes your bird's eye view. If you're thinking of moving to the Wellington, Loxahatchee, or any surrounding areas, reach out. And as a resident, I've lived here for 6 years myself, and I can answer any questions you may have. So that concludes your Wellington tour. If you're thinking about making a move to the area or have any questions, please reach out and I'll be happy to answer them for you.